Okay, so let's see if we can pass emissions with this Pontiac. These GTOs run pretty hot. I've been having issues with that. Let's see if it's actually cooling off better. You gotta have these cold ones. This is a problem I've been having where it doesn't want to shift into third after the 4L80 swap. That's why I went manual with it. But for some purposes, I had to go back to full auto. What I am looking at is the wideband because I just tuned it myself. Right there when lean. I need to add some fuel when it cuts off. That or it's learning. I just seen the wideband go all the way up to lean. That means the engine shut off for a little bit. But it looks like it's staying a little towards the lean side that I don't like. I like to be at 990, but it is bouncing from 990 to 101 in lambda. But since the long-term fuel trims are active right now, I think that it's just correcting itself. What I do want to try is something I haven't tried, is power enrichment using dynamic airflow. So I gotta watch that too in the wideband. I'm gonna try to see if I can get it over 3,500 and see if power enrichment turns on. It does. I saw it spike up to 850. There's fuel cutoff. I need to add some fuel when it cuts off. I'm just learning how to tune right now. But data's data. Temperatures are running great with the AC on. Sorry if you guys can hear the AC, but it's really hot out here. It's been staying at 212, 210. Yep. Got a little rich there. Mind you, I didn't log this fuel enrichment, so I still have to do some tuning. But a little richer than lean is always better to keep it safe. This is a NA build, so it's a low compression motor. That's 8 to 9 compression. JE pistons, stock crank. I forgot what rods I have, but they're H-beam rods. ARP everything on the motor, from the crank to the rods. Head studs are ARP as well. Everything else outside that's not inside the motor, besides the head bolts, it's not ARP, just stock. So I guess it's not ARP everything, right? Let's go over here. I need to pump some gas anyways. So the mid-range I have at 870, and I did see 870, but once it gets up to the top, it's supposed to hit 850 on the ridge side. I can still lean it out, but let's see what the motor likes. Every engine's different. 870 is where it starts at the bottom range, 850, then it goes to 820 towards the super high RPMs, especially right after 6500 or 6350. I have it set at 810. So let's just see if it likes it, because when it shifts, it's gonna go to the next gear, it's gonna drop an RPM, and I want to see what that next RPM likes so it can keep pulling. Healthy. I need to put some new spark plugs though, because it did hit a couple lean spots and a couple super rich spots actually. Nothing enough to damage the engine, but enough to want to put new spark plugs, especially on a sports car. When it shifted, it hit 790, so it got super rich, but it got squirrely. It's burning fuel, and I actually removed 5 degrees from where I had it before, so I'm almost positive that it's not knocking, but we won't know until I start logging the knock retardant to see how far we could go up. But my next goal is actually putting E85 as well. So if I can get some E85, I'm pretty sure this car will run a lot faster. Enough for those 275s in the back to party. I'm curious to see what it does in the track though. I've had this car for 9 years, and I can say that I haven't put any real money into it. Once I did the head cam, short bottom end, triple disc converter, and the 4L80 swap, I haven't done much besides then. And that was, I want to say 6-7 years ago. So that setup has been working. I just haven't really pushed it with boost or nitrous. That's something I want to try. But before I do that, there's a couple other things I want to do to the car. As far as suspension, tires, upkeep to make the car more comfortable, up to date, more reliable when you're not racing it, obviously. Everything breaks when you race it. The car's driving nice. The AC's blowing cold. Temperatures are staying good, except for that the transmission's not behaving very well, but that's why I went full manual for now. I have to admit, having the controller from the TCM do the work instead of you upshifting and Downshifting's nice when you're in the city. You get to just drive the car and feel the reliability of your build. I'm liking the air fuels. Looks like it's varying about 3% as far as short-term and long-term fuel trims coming. I'm liking that. But when I have more time and the weather cools down and I go to E85, I want to tune it a lot better just to get the full potential of that E85. Since I drove this car with the AC blowing, the coolant temperature staying decent, just driving nice, still driving nice for an old car. This is a 2005 Pontiac that was originally a LS2 with the 6-speed that I converted into a 4L80. When I did that, what I was thinking is to make it a faster drag car, but I never got to that. 6-speeds are really fun, but these autos, when they're automatically driven by the TCM, the controller, they're just comfortable cars to drive in because they're roomy. Take this on a trip, AC blowing, just a very comfortable ride. I don't know if you can see the air fuel ratio, so just trust me when I say that I'm liking the tuning. So far, so far. Let's pump some gasoline. It says here that the fuel tank is on the right side. I forget sometimes. Then you get off and realize you should have went to another pump. We're not trying to do that today. Okay, let's hit that gas cap. Race car stuff, right? Nah, I'm not trying to go for reduction. It's just that where this rides, the glue came off, so the window doesn't open and close very well. Look at that. Ooh, didn't know that was gonna happen. 91 all the time. What it recommends. I actually don't want to overfill it because I plan on pulling out the fuel pump. That way we could go to E85. Let's go. This is how you get your temperature to read on your Pontiac GTO. You hold this mode and set button while you turn on the key. We need to work on that Starbucks. Yeah, 7 gallons should be enough. $28. Look at that vet. Looks nice. quality gasoline from Chevron. Eat on the go. What do you guys like to eat? I like to get some really cold bottled waters. You're gonna know. Let's go through the stop sign first. Safety first, right? Can you guess what's in here? Breakfast burrito. Way to go. Nothing like homemade, right? Look, a burrito pouch. Thanks General Motors and Pontiac for giving us a burrito pouch and some cup holders. Seems empty today. We got the ticket. Idling nice and clean. Sorry I have the AC on. Here we are. We passed. Now we can get our tags again for this year. Let's go. Perfect. This Pontiac's been doing me good so far for the last 10 years. I want to do a pull from a dig. Let's see what it does. Stab. So now for the next video, what I'll be doing, just an update. I'll be fixing this window and I'll be showing you guys what's wrong with it. It actually became unattached from the motor. So let's see if we can fix that, because when it goes up and down, it gets stuck. But that'll be for another video. And yeah, there it is. Still good. This tear's brand new. Just happened. Maybe from the heat, gave out, but I'm sure they sell covers for these if it got to the point where I need to replace it before I mess up the phone. Until next time.